So many blessings to all of you. Fansvita is incredibly honored to have been included among so many of you wonderful people, all of us trying to do what we can to make a better world. So I'd like to conclude with an invitation. Right now, we received a manuscript and we had it translated from the Arabic into English. And it was so amazing, like my hair stood on end. And I was thinking there might be some of you out there who would like to collaborate. This particular work, again of Ghazali, book 24, is called The Bane of the Tongue. And the message of this book is utterly universal to people of any or no tradition. But what's so interesting is it gives any one of us a tool to really be better ourselves. So I'm just going to tell you just a few things about it. So Ghazali opens by saying, the tongue is this really delicate little organ, but this can do more harm than using a sledgehammer with my arm. And the reach of the tongue is vast. I mean, with an email or a post, you can destroy someone's reputation to the end of the earth now. And the tongue is, we speak of a slip of a tongue. Ghazali says that the tongue should be kept behind the heart. So the heart can consider, should I be saying this? And also the next thing is, if it's in front of the heart, it just says anything quickly and it takes no effort. So of course it can do great harm, not only to others, but at the same time, what we do with our tongue actually can degrade our own inner dignity, our own nobility. And so I'm just going to give you a few of the ideas and then tell you how I hope any of you might like to participate or collaborate. So, it's called the 20 Banes, 20 things that really we can't do. Let's just start out with a conversation. If we're having a conversation, it's a trust. Perhaps you tell me something that really was just for me. And if I then share it, look what I've done to that trust. Let's just take arguing. We're always arguing with someone. What goes on when you argue? You're actually saying, I know and you don't know. I'm right and you're wrong. You're ignorant, right? And at the same time, the lower egoic self is trying to overpower the other. You can imagine how that feels and how that really strengthens the lower aspect of oneself. But think how much arguing people do. Even let's talk about just telling a story. It's one thing to say, I've had a wonderful trip to this place and that place. But at what point are you showing off about where you've been? And by that, are you creating envy? The subtleties of language are really something. Now, backbiting, of course, is beyond belief because there we are. And then Ghazali says something really interesting. It's not just hurting other people by what we say behind their backs. He said, we actually have an inner backbiting because here we are, our real, honorable, beautiful, innate, good essences. And there's the lower voice saying, oh, isn't it horrible what she said? Thinking. So we're already backbiting with our truest level of being. But in that backbiting, he points out, probably we have made many assumptions. Do we really know what that person is going through? Do we know that maybe something they did wrong, they haven't asked forgiveness for it? So already involved in another level of backbiting is so many misconceptions and judging where we shouldn't be judging. I'm going to end here, but I just wanted to read one quote and then put my offer forward. So, arguing is a terrible thing to do. Also, if somebody is putting someone down or exaggerating at someone's cost, and if we listen, we are participating too. And so here is an incredible quote from Ghazali, which I just thought was wonderful. It says, before unveiling someone else's shortcomings, how would you like it if yours were unveiled, right? If being praised Why don't you think, when someone's praising you, why don't you think of all the things you wouldn't want someone else to know about you? I mean, this is pretty tough, you know? So what I was going to propose is, I have a general plot for this book. It can be adults, youth, children, it'll probably be for all. But I want to come up with 20 stories that are really captivating, which embody or bring forth the harms of these 20 Banes. And if any of you would like to write for this book or contribute art or join in, I think it would be a great collaborative venture. Already I've taken the book as is, taken all religion out of it. It's been made into a teacher's manual for our public school system. We call it the Inner Dignity Project, because it's useful for anyone in any way, because it gives us a way all the time with our thoughts and what we say to have awareness, self-observation, and hopefully self-correction. So I'll put a slide up with my email and mobile number. So if any of you would like to join in, I would be so delighted. And again, thank you for letting me be part of your wonderful group. Many, many blessings.